Over the past decade, I've devoured just about every book on productivity and time management. And out of all that trial and error, there are 10 principles that I still use, daily strategies that have stood the test of time and genuinely helped me get more done. Let's dive in. Tip 1. You are in control of all your time. This one flipped everything for me. I used to say I don't have time, but then I read this quote, probably from a fortune cookie, that said, at any given moment, you're doing what you most want to be doing. That hit hard. It made me realize that time isn't something we lose, it's something we choose. If I spend 6 hours gaming or skip a workout, it's not because I didn't have time. It's because I prioritized one thing over another. Time management starts with ownership. Once you admit that your time is yours to spend however you like, you unlock the power to manage it intentionally. Derek Sivers wrote a book called Hell Yeah or No, and the core idea is simple. Early in your career, say yes to most opportunities. But once you get some traction, start filtering. If something isn't an enthusiastic hell yes, then it's a no. I've had to learn this the hard way, saying yes to stuff I was meh about, only to regret it later. So now I ask, is this exciting? Is it energizing? If not, I pass. This one comes from the book Make Time. Every morning, I decide on one key task, my daily highlight. It could be filming a video, writing a chapter, or calling a friend. On days I do this, I feel productive. On days I don't, I'm pulled in 10 different directions. Having a single, clear focus keeps everything else aligned. Tip 4, use a physical to-do list. I love this little note card system from Ugmonk called Analog. Every day I jot down my highlight and any supporting tasks on one of these cards. There's something satisfying about physically checking things off. It doesn't matter if you use paper, Notion, Todoist, or a whiteboard. What matters is getting stuff out of your head and onto a list. Remember, your brain is for thinking, not for remembering. Tip 5, time block the essentials. I don't block out every minute of my day, but I always carve out time for the most important thing. Once I choose my daily highlight, I literally book it in my calendar. If something's on the calendar, it's real. Need to call a friend? Schedule it. Working on a big project? Block the time. This small shift keeps the important things from being swallowed by the urgent. Tip 6, embrace Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time you give it. If I allocate an entire day to film a video, guess what? It takes all day. But if I limit it to 1 hour, it somehow gets done in 1 hour. That's Parkinson's law in action. So I use artificial deadlines. I block time for each task and stick to it. It forces focus and cuts procrastination. Tip 7, protect your mornings. For me, mornings are sacred. No meetings, no calls, no distractions. I wake up, usually around 8:30, make coffee, and have 3-4 uninterrupted hours to write, plan, think, or just play games if I want. Having protected time creates space for deep work, or deep rest. Tip 8, delegate like a boss. Even before I could afford it, I started delegating. I asked myself, what's my hourly rate? If I value my time at $25/hour, why am I doing tasks I could outsource for $10/hour? Cleaning, data entry, editing, all things I started handing off. Sites like Upwork and Fiverr made this easy. It gave me back hours to spend on work that actually moves the needle. Tip 9, automate scheduling. Nothing drains time like endless back and forth emails. That's why I use Calendly. It's a simple link that lets people book a meeting when I'm free. No negotiation needed. Sure, it feels weird at first, but everyone I send it to is grateful. Now I use it for everything, from business calls to catching up with friends. Tip 10, choose satisfaction. This one's less tactical, more mindset. At the end of the day, it's easy to feel like you didn't do enough. You might think, I only filmed 1 video, I should have done 5. But here's the truth. You can choose to feel satisfied. Beating yourself up doesn't make you more productive, it just makes you feel worse. So when the day ends, acknowledge what you did accomplish. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.